Dude, Kyle, they're looking for more.
All right, baby. It's time to get to work. We got to start holding some chub around here.
I mean, why do we add some custom badges? Maybe some emojis coming? I know somebody out there wants to drop some Crispies in the chat.
Well, how about bonus videos? I mean, baby, I'm talking about that deep diving action that you're not just going to find laying around on the channel. You got to get in here for it.
I mean, what if we sprinkle in a little bit of a live stream, an extra live stream, Kyle? Sunday mornings in season, just before lineups lock, a members only live stream? That sounds amazing because have you watched our live streams? The chat is absolutely nuts.
You know what? Maybe you just love what we do here and you've been a fan for a while now and you just want to show a little bit of support. Hey, that's fine as well. This is the way to do it.
That's right. This membership is for everyone, not just the super elite at only $4.99 a month. You're going to be holding chub all month long.
Yo, what is going on, Headliner Nation? Kyle here with the Fantasy Headliners. Day 2 of the NFL Draft is in the books, and I've got some round 2 losers to talk about in this video. Now, I got some of you hot and bothered when I talked about my round 1 loser. So I just want you all to take a second and actually listen, okay? These picks, I'm not necessarily saying that they're awful picks or a team didn't get a position that they needed. However, I definitely feel like there was maybe better players on the board, bigger needs on the board, things of that nature. These picks, I just didn't love them, and that's why they're going into the loser category for the purpose of this video. Now, hey, you saw the video, the intro to begin this. We've got a new membership tier here on YouTube. You can hop on for only $4.99. Tons of extra content that comes with it. That join button is right down below me next to the subscribe button. So we're going to hop into it, and we're going to talk a little bit about some losers from round 2 of the NFL Draft. So, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. Let's jump into it. The first team, well, they got my hopes up early, and just like usual, they disappointed me. It's my Detroit Lions. Levi ONWUZURIKE from Washington. He's going to be a good player. However, Detroit decided to go with a defensive tackle with ONWUZURIKE at 41 overall, and then they decided in the 3rd round to go with another defensive tackle. So here's my issue. Who in the world is going to be there for Jared Goff? Well, we know TJ Hawkinson is, and honestly, we might as well lock him in for about 457, give or take a few here or there, targets this season. I mean, do they really feel that comfortable with Tyrell Williams, Brashad Perryman, and Quintez Cephas? I mean, I don't. Here's the thing. You traded away Matthew Stafford in a trade that did get you 2 first-round picks. However, you brought back the insanely ridiculous contract of Jared Goff. Now, it sounds like you're investing in Jared Goff, and that's great. Go ahead. All for it. Should you get the guy some better weapons? I think so. If you're going to go forward with this guy as your guy, can we get him some better weapons? Because I'm not in love with the weapons that he has right now. Terrace Marshall Jr. and Rondell Moore were still on the board at 41 overall, and they went with ONWUZURIKE instead. I mean, Dan Campbell's wanting to build this team from the lines out. All right, that's fine. I understand why. That's Dan Campbell. This guy's going to bite on kneecaps just like Campbell wants to. I get it. But come on now. You got to get some better weapons, some long-term weapons for Jared Goff if you really, truly believe that he's going to be the guy to be your quarterback during this rebuild. Okay? Really should have went wide receiver here. Made a great pick in the 1st round and then turn around and do this garbage. Well, it's the Lions, ladies and gentlemen. They'll always be the Lions. Team in the 1st round that decided to go with an offensive weapon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for you Bengals fans out there, a couple of you in particular, yeah, you know, you love the Jamar Chase pick, and I get it. Jamar Chase is a beast, and he's going to be a really good wide receiver. But the reason that you were trying to hate on me was because, we're going to take Jamar Chase now, and we are going to get an excellent offensive lineman in the second round. And you went with Jackson Carman. Now, not bad again, but you missed out on a few of those guys that really had those borderline 1-2 type of draft spots, or first and second round draft spots. For instance, Tevin Jenkins went to Chicago Bears at pick 39. You missed out on him. Liam Eschenberg went at 42 to the Miami Dolphins. You missed out on him. Then you decided to go Jackson Carman over Dylan Raduns. Raduns was a guy that fits what the Bengals are doing, in my opinion, a lot better than what Carman will. So that's why I have concerns about this. Because I get why everybody was saying, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go with the beast Jamar Chase, and then we'll be fine because we'll get a great offensive tackle or a great guard or a great lineman in the second round, and you missed out on the two that you really needed to have, okay? That's why they are losers here for me, all right? They desperately needed to upgrade the offensive line. If you would have got either Eschenberg out of Notre Dame, if you would have gotten Jenkins out of Oklahoma State, those are two guys that were borderline first-round picks. If you would have went with Raduns instead, borderline first-round pick for a lot of people. That's fine. Jackson Carman was not a top 5 lineman or top 5 tackle basically on anybody's board. So that's why I don't love this, because you didn't end up outsmarting everybody the way that you thought you were going to. And you got to protect Burrow, and you got to give Mixon room to run. So you better hope that Jackson Carman is ready to come in and start right away, because if he's not, you whiffed on it. The Seattle Seahawks have all of 3 picks in this draft, and they decided to use the 56th overall pick on Dwayne Eskridge. Why? What are you doing, Seattle? You've got 3 picks, and you're picking a guy in the second round that is at a position where you already have Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Don't you think you probably should have done something on the defensive side of the ball? Or, maybe looked at your offensive line a little bit instead? This pick made almost no sense to me. Especially with a guy like Creed Humphrey, where you could play at center, put him out at either guard position, still on the board. Picking a wide receiver here just doesn't seem like the best use of your time. Bring a guy in free agency to help with that. Seattle, you got 3 picks. You gotta go at spots that you really truly need help with. You didn't need help at wide receiver. This pick really caught me off guard. But honestly, it didn't catch me off guard nearly as much as the pick right after it when Tutu Atwell went to the Los Angeles Rams. What? So, the Rams, who don't have a first-round pick into 2057 and are also pretty low on picks in this draft, go with a wide receiver when they already have Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, Van Jefferson, Deshaun Jackson. You've got Tyler Higbee at tight end. You got Cam Akers at running back. What are y'all doing over there? Sean McVay, listen, on Straight Chubb this year, I talked you up, man. I told everybody, I said, there is nobody in the NFL that can wear a pair of khakis the way that you can. And then you come in here hot, drafting Tutu Atwell. My man, listen, just like the Seattle Seahawks, you don't have a whole lot of picks. You don't have first-round picks until 2057. And you're out here drafting a wide receiver at a position that you've already got 2 guys locked up at and a guy that you just drafted last year. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And as a Rams fan, if you like the pick, hey, all for you trying to find a way to basically write this off as being a great pick. Okay? Trying to make yourself feel better about your Rams. I get it. I understand. Trust me, I've been trying to make myself feel better about the Lions for years. But this is the type of ish the Lions pull on a yearly basis. I would have taken Tutu Atwell in Detroit at this point. But you go out and you spend your 57th overall pick on a wide receiver at a position where you already have a ton of weapons. Ladies and gentlemen, it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me at all. That one definitely shocked me. I read that one and I was like, WTF, bro. What are y'all doing there? I don't get it. But anyway, like I said, Atwell's a good player. I've got nothing wrong with him, but he's an undersized wide receiver that's really just going to be a speed guy down the field. Great for Matthew Stafford, I guess. But he's basically Mecole Hardman. I mean, he's going to a team where he's going to get a few deep balls here and there, but probably going to be pretty inconsistent at best most of the time, or really not going to help out until somebody's hurt. That's an issue, and I don't love it. But ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Not a whole lot of losers in the second round. Honestly, when you watch the winners video, I've got almost twice as many picks in the winners video. The second round went great. I think there was a lot of teams that made really, really solid choices in the second round. These are the four that really stood out to me, though, that were like, you didn't quite get it, but that's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Down below, hit that like button. And if you want to support the channel, hit the join button as well for only $4.99. Leave a comment down below as well. Somebody you thought was a loser in the second round. Who did your team pick in the second round? Are you happy with it? And as always, make sure if you're new here to the Fantasy Headliners, you hit that subscribe button, you stick around, and you become a part of Headliner Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check out my winners video later on today. Peace out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll catch you on the next episode of the Fantasy Headliners.